Before opening Blender, I always start with a story. You see, without a good story, your render will never be good enough. So, my best source of finding a story is Pinterest. There are thousands of ideas in this platform that opens a whole new world for you in your own mind. After scrolling for a while, I found my reference. This scene is about an ancient rune portal hidden deep in a forest, activated under a star filled night sky, with a lone traveler standing at the threshold. I wanted the viewers to ask, is he about to leave this world or enter another one? That question guides every decision: composition, the lighting, the scale, and even color. I will also give a pro tip here. If your environment has a story, it automatically becomes more cinematic. After finding my reference, I opened up Blender and jumped straight to making the portal. The portal is the hero asset, so I gave it special attention. In the reference, we can see that the portal is made of individual rocks. Each rock's shape is different from the other. To achieve this result, I relied entirely on Blender's built-in sculpting tools. Sculpting gave me full creative control over the form, allowing me to shape the rock organically rather than relying on procedural methods alone. I started with a simple base mesh and gradually refined the silhouettes using brushes like draw, clay strips, and smooth. This approach helped me build up natural surface variations, break symmetry, and add realistic imperfections that you'd expect from the real world rock formations. One of the biggest advantages of sculpting in Blender is how intuitive and flexible the workflow is. It allows you to focus on the overall shape first, then slowly move into finer details without disrupting the form. Once I was satisfied with the sculpt, I optimized the mesh and prepared it for shading and texturing. This sculpting process played a key role in giving the environment a grounded, realistic feel and helped elevate the final render. I made three different rocks by sculpting and reused them by changing their details for variations. To make the gateway in a circular way, I added a circle curve and scaled it. Then I added the three rocks one by one in an alternative manner. Then I added a cube as a base floor for the portal. I sculpted the floor also to give a rock-like feeling. Next, I added stairs from Blender Kit to match the reference. Then I used the same rocks I made to make a path. I placed them giving a few steps distance between them. Also added a path stone in front of the camera for composition. For the shading, I used simple stone material from Blender Kit and used them on every rock model. I tried to UV map the rocks since I didn't like the stretching of the materials. One thing you should know about me, I don't know anything about UV mapping, so if you see anything out of the ordinary, ignore it. After the rocks, I started working on the ground plane. I added two planes from the landscape add-on, one for the foreground and the other for background. In the foreground, I first used the scatter on surface modifier to scatter grass. The scatter on surface modifier is a game changer. It is a new geometry node based modifier which is helpful to scatter objects on surface in Blender 5.0. You can change the density of the object, play with its scale, location, rotation, and offset location. It's amazing, but there was something that was making my scene laggy and I could not find out what it was. Maybe I was doing something wrong, I don't know. So I switched to the old method and my favorite, particle system. To use the particle system, first we need a plane. I'll scale the plane and go to edit mode, give it a few subdivisions. I'll use the value 10, maybe another one, yeah, maybe another one, yeah. Then I will pull this up, go to my asset browser. I have a library here, plant library, I think this one. Then I need grass from my scene. I will use these two grass because I don't need tall ones for my scene. So there they are. Then I will add both of these to a collection, name it a grass collection. Create. Let's say I want I want grass. Let me add. First I will add a camera, then I'll press Ctrl Alt 0. Let's say I want grass in this scene only, not on these sides, because there will be like extra mesh and I don't need that. So what I will do is select the plane, go to weight paint, and then I will use this. Now I can use the weight paint on this area. I will just roughly do this. In some areas which I don't want, I'll just press Control, and I will also reduce the strength so that there are not more grass in these areas. Then I'll go back to object mode, go to the particle system, add here. I'll give it a value of 100. I see. Then in the render I will use collection, not path. Then I will add the collection which I just made, and that is grass. Pick random, and you can see that they are too small right now, so I'll increase the scale, and I need randomness in their scale, so I will increase this value to 0.33. Then I'll go to vertex group. The vertex group is the one that I just weight painting. It will automatically make a group here in the vertex group section. Its name is group. I can like name it grass, let's say. Then go back to the particle system, and in the density I'll use this value. So now all of those, the grass that were here, are now added here, because this is like the vertex paint which I just painted. So you can see the vertex paint. You won't see any grass in the black section. And now I will use another tool setting here, that is the children setting. I'll select interpolated. I don't know how this helps me, but what it does is you can see the faces, the triangles, the objects. When I use the setting interpolated, they're still the same. The objects increase, number of objects increase, but the faces, the vertices, it's still the same, and it's still not laggy with so many grass. So right now the display amount is 10 and the render amount is 100, so when I render it, it will be 10 times more than this amount. So I can just view how much am I rendering by pressing 100. Now it's laggy because this is too much. Not that laggy, but still a little laggy. And then one thing I also need to do, let's go back to 10, is the rotation. They're all facing the same direction, which I don't want. So what I'll do is check advance rotation and change the face. You can see all of them are changing the rotation. Then I'll randomize it so they all don't look the same. I don't know what this does, so I'll leave it at that. And there you go, you just learned how to use the particle system. It's easy, right? Okay, so now to the final part. I will explain the lighting of this whole scene. I removed the foreground and middle ground's extra vertices that were not present in the viewport in the scene, so I deleted them. I just duplicate by duplicate I mean Alt D these trees everywhere, just to fill the gaps. You can see for the lighting I added a sun lamp, gave it a blue tint, and like this is the whole setting. And now for the part where how I lighted this scene differently. You can see for the background I used as an image as plane. Just found an image on Google and I just pasted it here. You see there's a light here, this light is what's affecting this scene. So if I change the direction, you will see only that part is being affected. And how did I do that? It's very easy and very simple. What I did was separated this mesh from this scene. There's a YouTuber here whose name is Max Hay Art. I follow his steps. He's like he really gives good tips in YouTube. So I just follow his tutorials, and I thought, why not as practice make that. So what he did was make a collection and add all those things that you want to have different light, like the have like daytime effect, light effect, to be put in this one single collection, this one. And now what I would do is select this light, go to its properties and go to shading, and you will see light linking. What light linking will do is let me show you. If I didn't use this light linking, what happened? Everything will be affected by this light. This area light will affect everything. So this light linking, what it does is those collections that are in this light linking area, they will be affected by the light. And I added a point light so that the light will affect these things. This light will affect the rocks from the inside. And I also added a spotlight so that light is like shooting out of this, giving away light. This thing is giving away light. Now comes the last piece, the traveler. I found this traveler in I think I found this guy in Sketchfab. Yeah, this guy is from Sketchfab. I brought this guy into Blender, and for his shading, what I did was added a hue saturation node on it to darken him. He was too bright, so I needed him to be less bright, and I also added a bump node just for little details. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and let me know which part of the video you liked the most. The portal, lighting, environment, storytelling, anything. This is Khatak CG, and I'll see you in the next render. Bye.